welcome to another video in our remote work series. Today I'd like to be discussing the SMS functionality within our calendar here. So I do have the calendar pulled up and I'm going to open up a new event. And some of you may be familiar with this feature, but some of you may not, or maybe some of you just haven't really used it that much yet. I know that right now things are a little bit hectic and we're not all at our desks the way that we would normally be. Some of us are probably running around, dealing with our pets, our kids, other family members, and other things that we have to tend to. So I do want to point out that you do have the option to add SMS notifications to things like calendar events. You can also add these reminders to tasks as well. The one prerequisite that I should probably mention, just in case you haven't already done so, is making sure that you have your cell phone number set up in your My Settings. So if you go to My Settings and go to the bottom here where it says mobile number for SMS notification, this is what will enable you to receive those reminders. I know some people are not fond of having their cell phone numbers in there. Maybe they don't want to take work home with them. But if this is something that appeals to you, I would definitely put my number in there and just make sure to save. So now going back to creating a new event, I would create my event as normal. So perhaps I have a remote court hearing and I might want to put the link to whatever conferencing that they might be using in here so that I can directly access it just by opening the event. And then I can change up my owner if I want to. But anybody that I add as an attendee, in addition to the owner, which in this case is my account, Robert DuPont, will receive notifications as reminders. So I can choose Remind Me. It's also going to remind these other users. And I can choose text, email, or a pop-up in Zola. Again, some of you may not be at your desks 24/7 or in the same way that you were before. Everything has kind of been uprooted in a lot of ways. So if you're more likely to have your cell phone on hand, choose the text option. And you could say, I want a 5-day prior reminder, a 5-minute prior, and maybe a 15-minute. You can do any configuration. You can also add more reminders here just by clicking on that button. And you will receive a text message when the event is set to occur. You can also do this for external attendees. So if you do have somebody externally, like a client that has to appear for a meeting of some sort, you can always add them in here. And if you have your firm users in as contacts within Zola, you can also put them in here so that you can have a mix of internal and external users. And if we scroll down, there is a separate section for the external attendees, so long as their contact has a valid mobile cell phone number. This will work really well. And again, you can set those reminders for however far ahead or not so far ahead as you'd like. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us in support. And thank you again for joining us today.